How's it going, guys? Bringing you an Ao Kuang mini guide, tips, tricks, how-tos, counter matchups, all the good stuff. First off, I want to go over the builds like I usually do. Shoes of the Magi are key. You don't need CDR out of your boots. You need the penetration. That flat damage is going to be huge. It's a big spike. Second, I go Pythag's Piece. Buffs your team, which is not the most important part. It gives you 90 physical or magical power, crazy amount of power. 15% CDR or 10% CDR, sorry, which is really good. It's not going to hit that cap, but I don't build any CDR usually, as you can see with this build. I usually don't build any other CDR. It's just that nice little that amount that helps enough to make it so your abilities come up when you need them, and you still get the amount of power you need out of it. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth the gold, especially on the fact that it adds to your team's damage on top of everything. Polynomicon, when you pop your 2, dragons are around you, and then you throw your 3 out, the Polynomicon gets procced on the 2. When you throw your 3 out, a dragon will hit off of your 3. So your 3 hits, one of the dragons hits, then the Polynomicon procs on the dragon. So you get a 3, a dragon, and a Polynomicon hit at the same time. It's a ton of burst. You can then throw your 2 out and hit them again, even more burst. And then usually at that point, if you have any amount of power, especially if you have these 3 items and you're not behind, you should be able to ult most people off that combo. Maybe not the tanks, but anyone without magic defense, definitely you'll be good. Fourth item, Spear of the Magus. Obvious, it does a crazy amount of damage, gives you the penetration you need. You stack up the 2 stacks really quickly, and it's very important. Fifth item, Soul Reaver, adds to your burst. On top of your crazy 4 ability burst that happens in half a second, you get the 15% of their health taken away. It makes ulting easier, makes one-shotting someone easier. Finish your build off with the Rod. Rod increases your damage, more magical power, pretty obvious build. The reason you don't go any tank items, you're not a tank, you're a mage, you play like a mage. The reason you don't go attack speed items, you are not a auto attack god. You are a mage. You look to go in, poke, get out. You look to go in, one-shot somebody, kill them, get out. If you're winning the fight, you obviously don't get out. You're just going to stay around and keep wrecking everybody. But the idea in a team fight is for you to position yourself really well around the sides, the back of the fight, not right in the middle. Maybe even kill the back line, because you are a mage. You will destroy a lot of the tanks in this meta. But your idea is to poke. Don't waste your 1. Save your 1 so you can dash out. So poke them and then dash out. It's really, really good. It's really strong. You want to blink on this god. You want to have beads on this god. You'll be good to go. Starter build is here. You don't have to go magic pot. You can go boots. Even with boots, your clear and everything should be pretty good. But the magic pot allows you to play as that aggressive, go for a kill type thing. And I really enjoy that. Even on Ao Kuang, it does work and it's strong. So we will move on to matchups. I'm not really going to go for abilities. The abilities are very straightforward. 1's a dash that does damage if you proc it right. Your 2 are 9 dragons that are around you when you auto attack or use an ability. Your 3 is a short cooldown, short range nuke. Your ult kills people when they're below a threshold. Simple. Your counter matchups in this, there really aren't that many crazy hard counter matchups. A lot of the bleed gods or the dot gods really hurt. Apuch can be annoying to play against. Arachne is a hard counter, but you won't play it against Arachne very often. Arachne hurts. Arachne just destroys you. A good Thor can be annoying just because of the lockdown. It's hard to move around and maneuver and just get away from everything you need to. Serket can be annoying. Once again, because of the lockdown and mobility, it's really hard to burst a Serket without her just getting away. And finally, I'm trying to think of what the last one was. I really wouldn't... let me double check here, guys. Sorry, I blinked. Guardians you're going to be good against. You destroy Guardians. You destroy every... Oh, here we go. This is a major point. Of course, it's a warrior. Sun Wukong with Bluestone Pendant is one of the most frustrating things in the world. Sun Wukong is annoying, period, just because his ult can negate your ult. You have to basically nuke him down twice. He's usually very tanky. He has a lot of lockdown for you. He's a slow. He's a stun. He's got long-range abilities. It is very annoying. Sun Wukong before Bluestone was annoying. I really did like running Sun Wukong against Ao Kuang all the time. And now with Bluestone, you get revealed out of stealth if the Bluestone procs on you, which is almost all the time on top of everything else. It's very frustrating. I don't recommend playing against the Sun Wukong. I don't recommend playing against Thor, Arachne, Serket. Avoid those if possible. Most mages you'll be good. Agni can be tough to play against if they position really well. Most of the other gods should not be too difficult just because your mobility is crazy and the fact that your burst is so high, you can one-shot mages without too much difficulty, honestly. There aren't gods you specifically want to look to play against. Geb, you can destroy as a guardian, but you'll destroy every guardian. anybody without immunity. So if teams don't have many immunities or teams aren't going to be going beads, then it's very good for you to play Ao Kuang because it's free kills. Focus the Guardians on a lot of the fights, focus the Warriors in a lot of the fights. Early game killing mages and assassins is easy. It's just very easy for you to execute a 30% tank, because usually once the tank's around 30%, it's when they start to kind of not die. They just kind of stalemate at that health and they run away. But you can just walk in and one-shot them with your ult, which is amazing. So there's the build. There is the gods you want to play against, the things you want to avoid, really how the build works into your ability rotation. I kind of talked about that. So I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions about this god, about anything, if you have any recommendations, things for me to cover other than what I am covering, if you want to see any other gods, I can do that too. Just leave all that stuff in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all's support. I say this every video. It means a lot. It's crazy how much I've been growing lately, and I really, really am appreciative of everything. So thank you guys, and I will see you next video.
Redstone. Oh, this you crazy mother.